Yeah. Okay, good morning, everyone. Thank you, Nathan, for the beautiful cup of tea. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam shehakol niyeh bevaro. Okay, so it is actually President's Day today. And that is rather apt because people do not realize one of the main jobs of a leader among any nation, really, but especially among the Jewish people, is to resolve conflicts. Conflict resolution actually is the main job of a king. Now, kings, like presidents, have a job to defend their people and to go to war. But there's times, says King Solomon, when war is appreciated and necessary. And there's times where shalom, peace is. And as well as that, we have judges. And judges play a major role in the Torah. Moshe Rabbeinu was advised by his father-in-law, Yitro, to create an efficient, well-oiled machine of judges so that Moshe Rabbeinu would not be inundated every morning and every night, so that people were ready to give their questions, but they were lower-level judges because Yitro saw in his father-in-law burnout, potential burnout, and he did not want his son-in-law to go through that. So created judges. So judges are there to make sure that there is an integrity. But there are two ways that the Torah describes what is needed from a judge. One is chokhmah. They need to be wise. They have to have wisdom. Wisdom. Now, wisdom is good. But did you know there's something even more important than wisdom that the Torah speaks about? They shouldn't like betzah. They shouldn't like money, and they should actually, that's why they should be wealthy people. People who are in decision-making positions should have money when they enter the job. Not like we have in America, where they enter with no money and leave with a vast amount, way more than they came in with, and you're like, how did they make that? That is not seen as integrity when it comes to our leaders. But there's another level, and it's called pikchit, a pikeach, which I think the best way to describe it is they need to be astute. When it comes to making decisions and conflict resolution, there needs to be an astute way that they run their decisions. There's a very, very famous story. Again, we don't know if it's true, but it's spoken about when it comes to successful conflict resolution. A man dies, and he leaves his 3 sons, 17 cows. 17 cows. And in his will, he writes that these 17 cows should be divided among his 3 sons. But there's a stipulation. One son should get, the oldest son should get half the cows. The next son should get 1/3 of the cows. And the youngest son should get 1/9 of the cows. What? We're in big trouble. They go to the rabbi. They're like, Rabbi, we got a big problem. Our father left us 17 cows. One gets half, one gets 1/3, one gets 1/9. We know the 17 doesn't divide into half, doesn't divide into 1/3, and doesn't divide into 1/9. So the rabbi was put on the spot. He had to come to a decision, realizing there's going to be big machloket when it comes to inheritance. I heard Rabbi Beryl Weinstein many years ago. I was there when he said it. He said he never saw conflict when a poor man died among the family. Because there's nothing there. There's nothing there to fight over. He only sees conflict when a rich man dies, even if he leaves $1 million, $1 billion, makes no difference. There's always conflict. But a poor man dies, what are you arguing over? His shoes? You can't even wear them. We have a minhag not to wear shoes of a dead person. So there's shalom in the family. There's shalom in the family. Anyway, so these boys go to the rabbi, and the rabbi strokes his beard, and he thinks about it, and he opens one sefer, another sefer. How would you resolve such a conflict in a family? So he gave the following beautiful, and this is really, I think, a description not of chokhmah, but of pikchit. He says, you know what, I'm going to give you a gift. I'm going to give you a cow, 1 cow. You now have 18 cows. Very good. First son gets half of 18 is 9. The second son, you get a third. A third of 18 is 6. The last sign, you get a ninth. A ninth of 18 is 2. You're all happy now, right? Add that together. 9, 6, and 2, you get 17. You have 17 cows. I'll take my cow back, please. That, my friends, is the difference between chokhmah and pikhit, the ability to resolve disputes and challenges before they even arise. That, my friends, is the secret of chokhmah versus pikhit. Okay, so that's the job